Cannery Row is a novel by American author John Steinbeck, published in 1945. It is set during the Great Depression in Monterey, California, on a street lined with sardine canneries that is known as Cannery Row. The Regulators is a novel by Stephen King under the pseudonym Richard Bachman. It was published in 1996 at the same time as its mirror novel, Desperation. The two novels represent parallel universes relative to one another, and most of the characters present in one novel's world also exist in the other novel's reality, albeit in different circumstances. Desperation is a horror novel by Stephen King. It was published in 1996 at the same time as its mirror novel, The Regulators. It was made into a TV film starring Ron Perlman, Tom Skerritt and Steven Weber in 2006. The Green Mile is a 1996 serial novel written by Stephen King. It tells the story of death row supervisor Paul Edgecombe's encounter with John Coffey, an unusual inmate who displays inexplicable healing and empathetic abilities. Of Mice and Men is a novella written by Nobel Prize-winning author John Steinbeck. Published in 1937, it tells the story of George Milton and Lenny Small, two displaced migrant trench workers, who moved from place to place in search of new job opportunities during the Great Depression in California, United States. Tortilla Flat is an early John Steinbeck novel set in Monterey, California. The novel was the author's first clear critical and commercial success. The book portrays a group of psnos, literally, countrymen, a small band of errant friends enjoying life and wine in the days after the end of the Great War. Fahrenheit 451 is a dystopian novel by Ray Bradbury published in 1953. It is regarded as one of his best works. The novel presents a future American society where books are outlawed and firemen burn any that are found. The Pearl is a novella by American author John Steinbeck, published in 1947. It is the story of a pearl diver, Kino, and explores man's nature as well as greed and evil. Steinbeck's inspiration was a Mexican folk tale from La Paz, Baja California Sur, Mexico, which he had heard in a visit to the formerly pearl-rich region in 1940. The Sirens of Titan is a Hugo Award-nominated novel by Kurt Vonnegut, Jr., first published in 1959. His second novel, it involves issues of free will, omniscience, and the overall purpose of human history. Slaughterhouse-Five, or The Children's Crusade, A Duty Dance with Death is a satirical novel by Kurt Vonnegut about World War II experiences and journeys through time of a soldier named Billy Pilgrim. It is generally recognized as Vonnegut's most influential and popular work. The Stand is a post-apocalyptic horror, fantasy novel by American author Stephen King. It expands upon the scenario of his earlier short story, Night Surf. The novel was originally published in 1978 and was later re-released in 1990 as The Stand, the complete uncut edition. King restored some text originally cut for brevity, added and revised sections, changed the setting of the story from 1980 to 1990, and updated a few pop culture references accordingly. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is a novel written by Ken Kesey. Set in an Oregon psychiatric hospital, the narrative serves as a study of the institutional processes and the human mind as well as a critique of behaviorism and a celebration of humanistic principles. S.A. Chicken is a 1975 novel by James Clavell. It is the first novel of the author's Asian Saga. A major bestseller, by 1990 the book had sold 15 million copies worldwide. Beginning in feudal Japan some months before the critical Battle of Sekigahara in 1600, S.A. Chicken gives an account of the rise of the daimyo Toranaga. A Short History of Nearly Everything by American author Bill Bryson is a popular science book that explains some areas of science, using easily accessible language that appeals more so to the general public than many other books dedicated to the subject. Waiting for Godot is an absurdist play by Samuel Beckett, in which two characters, Vladimir and Estrigan, wait endlessly and in vain for the arrival of someone named Godot. Godot's absence, as well as numerous other aspects of the play, have led to many interpretations since the play's 1953 premiere. The Wind-Up Bird Chronicle is a novel published in 1994 Cisadilla o 1995 by Japanese author Haruki Murakami. The first published translation was by Alfred Birnbaum. The American translation and its British adaptation, dubbed the only official translations, are by J. Rubin and were first published in 1997.